Hello and thanks for tuning in to KTPS News. Now this is our first episode of the year, and this is where you will tune in once a month to see everything that's going on here in the Topeka Public School District. My name is Dan Garrett, and first up tonight we have a Robinson Middle School teacher who saved a student's life. KTPS reporter Anaya Watkins explains how that child is doing now.
One lunch monitor jumped quickly to action when she saw a student struggling. The behavior coordinator for Robinson Middle School normally spends her lunch shifts monitoring the students' behavior. For some reason, at the start of the school year, she says she felt like something was going to go wrong.
I'm supervising lunch, and I kind of just had a feeling that something was going to happen. So as I was going around, I just really started trying to focus in.
That's when a student caught her eye.
Yeah, she stood up, and I could tell that she was in a little bit of distress. And so I ran over there, and I grabbed her arm, and I said, "Can you talk?" And she shook her head no.
8th grader Berta Zunin Gomez was choking on her meal and couldn't breathe.
Very shocking and just very scary.
Stroud rushed to help Berta and gave her the Heimlich maneuver. She used her CPR training to help her clear her throat and get her breathing again.
And so when it happened, I knew I had to stay calm because I didn't want her to get, really excited. I just wanted to keep her calm and as relaxed as possible. And that way I thought I would just be more successful.
Berta recovered quickly and says Stroud saved her life. Reporting for KTPS News, Anaya Watkins.
I'm glad Miss Stroud was able to step in and help that child when she did. And we've all been assigned a science project, and usually the best we hope for is to just get an A. But KTPS reporter Mika Kubler explains how one Jardine Elementary student is actually now helping the wildlife.
Adeline Meyer went above and beyond the average research project and ended up winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award.
I think you guys should stop this because it's like using a palm oil from orangutan's home.
That was 2nd grader Adeline Meyer. She sent this video to her favorite cookie company, Back to Nature, asking them to take out one of their ingredients out of their cookies. Adeline was doing a research project about palm oil and found out that it hurts orangutans.
So the prompt was find something that you could be a change maker for in the real world.
When I found out that it was hurting the orangutans, I decided to just put a stop to it because I love nature and animals. Not just one, I love both.
Adeline's message made it to the company and she actually got a response. The message said they would look into removing palm oil from their ingredients.
I was so proud of her, and I kind of felt like, okay, I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like sometimes, you kind of get to the point where it's like, am I doing what I need to be doing? Are they getting what they need to get? And then things like that happen. I'm like, okay, we're doing something right.
Now a 3rd grader, Adeline's efforts were recognized by the U.S. Environmental Project. But for Adeline, it's less about the award and more about the animals and nature.
I want to save the world.
Now a 3rd grader, Adeline Meyer wants to continue helping animals. For KTPS News, I'm Mika Kubler.
That's so awesome. Someone so young is able to make such a huge impact. And now a principal at Quincy Elementary discovered the secret to not only getting more help in the classroom, but to help parents as well. KTPS reporter Sean Allen Little explains the benefits of having parents as paras.
The principal at Quincy has hired parents as paras to help with one-on-one training, and they help with management around the classroom. Crystal Thompson is on her 2nd year as a para at Quincy Elementary. She is able to provide individual help with students so they don't fall behind.
I assist the teacher with instruction while she's teaching, or while they're teaching, I'm working with small groups and just making sure that everyone's on the same page.
Thompson is a mother herself, and 2 of her students go to Quincy with her. But Thompson says they made sure to set boundaries while they are at school. Even though they don't interact during class, Thompson says it allows her to know how her children are doing.
I get to hear all the ins and outs and actually see the wheels of the education that they are getting. I get to see that every day.
Katie Sonderegger is the principal at Quincy. She says she likes having parents as paras so more parents understand what's going on in the classroom.
Do you want to be in the same school? Do you want to learn more about the school? Do you want the same schedule as your kids? You know, just kind of all those benefits. And I had 6 or 7 parents send in their application.
Thompson's son Eddie says it makes school less stressful by having his mom around.
It's good, kind of, because gives you a relief, but she also treats you the same.
And parents enjoy having a similar schedule with their kids. Quincy is full for 9 paras, but the district is still accepting. For KTPS, I'm Sean M. Little.
And September usually means for high schoolers homecoming season. And 3 high schools in our district got to celebrate each in their own ways. And for our last story this evening, KTPS reporter Lexi Russell introduces us to a Randolph Elementary teacher who had to change her career path after receiving an injury to her spine.
Lexi Mason is a teacher who was passionate about ballet, and an injury in middle school to her back made her change her plans. Lexi Mason does a great job of keeping up with preschool students at Randolph Elementary, but this wasn't her original career path.
I was like a super energetic little kid, and I never sat still, and then my mom actually took me to the Nutcracker when I was 3 years old, and I guess it was the first time I ever sat still in my life, and I sat still for the whole 2.5 hours. I didn't move in her lap.
From then on, Mason spent hours a day training in ballet, even performing in the Kansas City Ballet. But an injury to her back altered her plan.
Actually just cracked 4 vertebrae on my spine. So it was my L1, L2, and then my L4, L5. And so that kind of caused me to stop being able to dance.
After recovering, Mason decided to study teaching and now incorporates her knowledge of dancing and yoga to her students.
Just been seeing them do it, and I remember being so little, and some of the things like the butterfly thing, I remember doing that when I was in dance when I was really little and stuff, and I don't know, it's just fun.
Mason says she wants to keep coming up with ways to do dance and yoga with her students. For KTPS News, my name is Lexi Russell.
That is it for our show tonight. Thanks for tuning in to KTPS News. Now a reminder, this show airs at 7 p.m. the last Thursday of the month. Now please comment below what your favorite story was tonight and let us know if there's something else going on in the district that you would like us to cover. For KTPS News, I'm Dan Garrett. Thanks for watching.